What's good, people? Welcome back to Catching Up with EDF, man. It's your boy Sean. I got my brother with me.
What's good, people? CJ here, joining us again with EDF Live.
That's what's good, man. Man, how you doing today, bro? How's your day? Mental
Bro,
check.
mental check. That's what's up. That's what's good, bro. Mental check. I'm here. Son had surgery last week, so we still dealing with that. And other than
For
that,
sure.
outside of that hot breath, we is
Next
doing
level.
we is doing good over here in this clan. How about yourself, bro?
Uh, That's what's good. All is well, man. The year's rolling thus far. Definitely got some adjustments and changes and stuff like that with me and wifey, and that's on the up and up. The kids are doing well. Um, it'd be stressful to say the least some days with so much hustle and bustle going on, but that's life, man. You get flustered for the moment, but then when you sit back and see them playing or joking with you and whatever, even when they get on your nerves, just smile and be like, man, it's a dope thing to be a dad, dope thing to be a husband. So
Yes,
all is well,
yes.
bro. I take the good with the bad and I roll, bro. I roll, man. Cool beans, bro. So, bet, man. Our question today, shooting off the hip. Tell me a story or a time of your experience of you catching the fish and not letting the fish catch you.
Good question, bro. So we typically fish for those that don't know, we got a low key spot. We don't really tell nobody because we don't really get to go there like that. But my brother from another mother, John, put us on this particular spot where it's behind a dam and out there fishing
Favorite
and
spot.
whatnot. And I lose my footing, needless to say, and I slide off in a trough. And I thought the water wasn't deep, but the water was deeper than when I expected, people. So I took it like a champ. I'm gonna go ahead, disclaimer, I can't swim. Brother can't swim at all. I can do a mean float. I hit the water. I realize and remember there are snakes nearby, so I keep my composure. We're gonna post that picture so y'all can see that, and
Right
come
here.
back up drenched, people. I mean, but it was a cool day because I caught a 5 pounder, I think, that day.
Yes, sir.
Um, don't look at the shoes when you see this picture, people. I mean, these shoes are gleaming, like, um, but overall, it went from being like, okay, I'm nervous and scared about this because I can't swim, and then my homeboys, which is my brother Sean and my brother John, they're off just not paying it no mind. Like, hey, he's coming back up, people. He's coming back up. Um, I come back up and they're still out there like, hey, I'm glad you survived. you know. So yeah, man, that was that opportunity where I allowed this situation to go or to be great and bad at the same time, bro.
For sure. Hey, man, just to I guess to save myself in this conversation, because you're making it seem like I just left him to die, which is not true. As you've seen in the picture, those concrete teeth, like it's there's no flatness to walk across to get from point to point. Like
Correct.
it's a meeting of concrete. The same way that concrete go back to that trough, it goes
Goes
out to the
back.
water. And so like it's a balancing act to get across there. So I was way on the other end when this happened. And I mean, of course, man, if I didn't see him come up, I would have made a way to get to him. But as soon as he went down, it's like he got baptized. It's pretty much like
Yes,
he got
I got
baptized.
baptized.
He popped back up, and I was like, all right, he good. He stood up, he stood still. I was like, he good. But that was a crazy day.
Oh man,
So
we should have called that a baptism because that was a thank you Jesus moment coming back out, bro. Coming back out.
completely, boy.
Ah!
For
Hey,
sure. Man, so my catching the fish, don't let the fish catch you moment. Let me see. So I have to take it back to one of the first times I went fishing. So back in the day, it was like high school. Me, my friend Michael Buster, my cousin Walt Rose. We used to go fish behind my other cousin's house, um, over by Waterside. So it's like Lake Canapolis. And Lake Canapolis, it also has a dam, but you can't really fish it like that. But that dam leads off into a creek. That creek goes behind the neighborhood. And so the creek it goes from like very small to all of a sudden over the years, like when a heavy rain comes through, there's an area that got washed out. And yeah, it's like the size of half of a sand pit at the volleyball court. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's about,
Yeah.
so it go from like a normal creek this big to that, just out the blue. And like it's vastly deep. So like when you get down there, you walk up, like it's a ledge. It's about, I would say about 6 feet up, and you kind of gotta go down, crisscross your way down the valley till you get to like where the dirt meets the water, where you can actually stand and fish. And so our first time getting out there, we walk up, we stand on the ledge, and we just looking at the water, and you can just see these black shadows just going back and forth. And we like, yo, is that fish? I'm talking about, this is big fish. Now, granted, this is like my second time fishing on my own, and I'm like, man, I'm about to catch this. Everybody like, we about to catch this fish. We up here got the smallest little hooks for bluegill, putting worms on there with bobbers, and like at the first time we went down there, we wasn't even brave enough to find our way down to the water side. We was trying to fish from that 6-foot ledge, and I'm talking about we throwing a worm out in the hook right there by the fish, nothing happening. Sometimes even hitting the fish, nothing happening. I'm like, why this joint won't eat the worm? Like, at this time, I'm thinking all fish eat worms, not knowing though it's a carp. And so not to say the carp won't eat worms, but that ain't they thing. Like for the most part, from what I know, I've never fished for one, but the people I've seen fish for them, it's more like bread, corn, I want to say salmon eggs and stuff like that. They bottom feeders, so they feed on stuff. They feed on stuff like such. Now, granted, we probably would have got, worms to the bottom. Probably could have got lucky, but when I say we spent 40 minutes to an hour trying to catch these fish with no luck. I mean, absolutely no luck at all. And I was just frustrated and everything. I mean, went out there catching the fish, and the fish caught me because I spent more time tossing worms at the carp for nothing to happen. Absolutely a waste of my time. But I mean, that was the early experiences. The crazy thing about that is though, we left that day frustrated but eager to get back to catch a fish. So we was like, it was more like who gonna catch the big fish first.
Right.
Honestly, the rod I had wasn't even built enough to get that fish on land. Everything probably would have snapped apart and broke because I ain't changed that line since my uncle gave me the rod. So it's like, that was the spark for me though. To be honest, when I think about it, that was my fishing spark. Because from that moment, we went to Walmart. We just started buying stuff. I think that's when I got into spinner baits for real, because Walmart had a section you can get dollar spinner baits.
Yes.
They had this worm that came in a pack that had like propellers on it, had blades on it, it's already lined up. I think you've had one before.
Yes, I've had one. Yeah.
So I bought those. Like I bought something else too, and that's when I started fishing with spinner baits all the time and fishing with that worm. And probably like 2 or 3 weeks later, I caught my first bass on one of those worms. And then I caught a bass on a spinner bait, and then I was hooked. I felt like spinner baits was it. Like that's the only way you fish, spinner baits. So yeah, man. Like never caught the carp, but it definitely did give me the spark. No pun intended.
That's what's up, bro.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. Hey, quick question though. Speaking of bait, what is your favorite bait outside of the spinner bait? What is your if you had to think of one?
It's a tie now. My go-to for sure favorite would be a probably like a 4 to 5 inch swim bait
Okay.
on some kind of rig that's got like a Colorado blade or um, some kind of blade attached either to the fish head, like the fish head hooks,
Mm-hmm.
or some kind of way, I rig it up to have some kind of flash to it. But the swim bait is probably gonna be the go-to. I've caught my biggest fish on those, and then I'm a person that I don't mind finesse fishing, but I like getting to pace, especially when I go to somewhere where I know it's got big fish and they're like they lit like out of Jason's. I'm trying to every cast. I'm trying to keep it moving. Boom, boom, boom. So that's my go-to for sure. But my secondary, my 1B is gonna be the 2-3 inch slider by far. Like if I'm not catching anything on any bait that I throw, I know I can get me a crappy magic hook with that slider, and I can catch any panfish I want,
Yep.
any bass I want. Like
Yeah.
everything hits that lure. So
Yeah.
it'll have to be that. It'll have to be that.
And you're looking more on that. I think you throw the June bug. Is it a June bug
Yes.
you throw?
Well, either that or all white. So I'll do an
yeah,
all
the pearl.
white. Yep, I'll do the all white and hit it with the JJ's Magic.
JJ's Magic.
And so I can either go chartreuse or the mellow truce, either one. I know it's not. Y'all, welcome to our. What is that joint called?
A methylate.
Methylate. So I call methylate mellow truce. And whenever I do get my own brand of fishing lures, I will have a mellow truce.
You gonna have a
Copyrighted.
mellow truce.
It's already copyrighted, so don't steal it. Mellow truce. Yes, sir. But the June bugs are all white with my
Yes,
custom.
sir. Yes, sir.
How about yourself? I wanna see what you say, because I know what you be fishing with all the time, but I want to see what you say.
Honestly, it's gonna be the it's gonna be the trick worm for me. Zoom,
Yeah.
trick worm, the lime truce is gonna be my go-to. If not, all white, dipped in chartreuse, that JJ's Magic, of course. But I've also become a big fan of Z-Man. So anything Z-Man for the most part, just because of their durability in the water. So I know I can throw out there and just keep catching. I ain't got to worry about that bait getting torn up at all. But if, just like you said, plan B is a finesse fishing for me. I'm drop shot,
Okay.
and
For sure.
that methylate is gonna hit, and that lime truce is gonna hit, and that white gonna hit all day, every day. So
For sure.
yeah, bro.
For sure.
I can't wait till we get back out there. It's been a minute.
Man, it's been so long. It's been so long.
I don't even know how to get the ass out of it. You ever find
Hey,
yourself
bro.
just be out there, be like, but I got that right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got to get back to it, man. That's a must. That's a must. That's a must. We got to put that on the calendar. Matter of fact, we need to schedule those out, because
Oh yeah, for sure,
I'm ready to get back to it.
for sure.
But we appreciate y'all stopping by, man. Once again,
Yes.
we appreciate the love, the support. Share this with someone that loves fishing. Share this with somebody that love faith. Just two brothers kicking it. As we always say, man, keep it the everyday way.
It's the everyday way.
Man, we'll get it, y'all, man. Peace.